veterans, military. Hey, today we'll be talking about carpal tunnel syndrome and how to get it service connected. Now, carpal tunnel is rated under diagnostic code 8515. You can find this in the CFR 38, as well as the M21-1 adjudication manual. It's pretty much what the VA rater, the examiner, and if you have a VSO, I recommend a VSO always. That's what they're going to be looking at when they're submitting this claim. Now, let's go to the percentages. You get anywhere from 10 to 70% for major nerve damage, 10 to 60% for minor nerve damage. And the way the VA classifies and distinguishes between the two, major is considered any carpal tunnel or nerve damage to your dominant hand or dominant side of the body. Minor is to the left side, non-dominant hand, less dominant side of the body. And those percentages for major is 10, 30, 50, and 70%. For minor, it's going to be 10, 20, 40, and 60%. Now that we got that out of the way, let's look into what the CNP exam is going to entail whenever you do go in. So the examiner, they're going to be looking at your hand. They're going to be noticing any pain upon manipulation, as well as they're going to tell you to ball your fist up, do some hand coordination and stuff like this. And they're going to be paying close attention to the index finger, as well as residual issues with your middle finger and your ring finger. So keep that in mind. If it's pain upon balling your fist up, if you're feeling pain radiating through your wrist, up your elbow, or it's coming from your elbow, vice versa, let the examiner know. You don't have to completely ball your fist up before you feel the pain. Some people feel pain right here. Just depends on your symptomology, your pain and issues, and what you're going through. Now, it is best to obtain a nerve conduct study or an electric diagnostic prior to submitting a claim for carpal tunnel. Because the VA, they may or may not order one for you, and it may or may not come in your favor. So, go to your primary care provider, doctor, have them refer you out, or if they have your specialty in a field and they can conduct it themselves, by all means, let them do it. Let them evaluate you and build that medical evidence prior to you going to that CNP exam, because the CNP examiner, make it easy is for them to service connect you. You don't want to have any issues. You don't want to be I was like, whatever, hell. And some over usage of your hands and your nerves. So if you're like typing all day, if you're like grabbing things, heavy objects all day, frequent and over usage of that hand, appendix, extremity, that's what's going to lead to carpal tunnel. You're not giving your hands, elbows, your median nerve enough time to rest and relax in between the time you're doing, working, typing, grabbing heavy objects, and stuff like this. Develop a personal statement. Make sure it's nice. Make sure it tells the story. When was the initial onset? Did you do an electro-diagnostic in service or a nerve conduct study? Were you diagnosed in service? What were your treatment options? As well as, how are you dealing with it on a daily basis now that you're out? What are the pain? What's the symptoms? What's the flare-ups? Things of this nature. Also, just a tip. I've seen this claim adjudicated, render percentages, as well as it's 50-50. Some vets, they don't get it service connected. However, to alleviate that, once you're diagnosed with, carpal tunnel, neuralgia, or neuritis, have that doctor who rendered you the diagnosis evaluate your medical profile and have them generate you a letter of support or a nexus letter to provide if you had no in-service complaints, or even if you did, it's good to have a doctor corroborate on your issues, your signs, and your symptoms. Until next time, this is Debo out, signing off. It's nice and sunny today. It's Monday here in SoCal. Where the tacos at? It ain't Taco Tuesday yet, but your boy's feeling taco-ish.